Hello and welcome back to my channel and happy spring. We are officially gearing up for spring projects and I could not be more excited. We're really planning to put some love and care into our backyard, a garden space, and our very first chicken coop this year. We have a ton of projects to tackle, but first we're gonna have to do a supply run. I'm going to run to the farm and ranch store to grab a couple things, and then we're gonna get to work. You know it is officially project season when the overalls make an appearance. I'm gonna pop into our local farm and ranch store really quick. I need to grab some potting soil, some new gardening gloves, and some seeds for the herb garden. I also just want to take a look around at the supplies they have for new chicks. We are working on constructing our chicken coop, and I have a little idea in mind for a DIY brooder that I want to make up so that we can bring home our chicks in the next couple of weeks. They need to be in the brooder for 8 to 12 weeks before they can go outside, so we've got a little bit of time, but I want to make sure that I'm really prepared because this is something I have never done before. So let's do a little farm shopping. They've got all the chicken stuff out. Hi there, babies. This beginner poultry kit has kind of caught my eye. It's just got everything that I'd need all in one box. But I want to price compare because, oh, that's for the shelf. I was like, that seems crazy expensive. Josh promised me some sunflowers this year, so I'm gonna grab a pack of these. I'm thinking I'd really love to do like a big barrel with this hummingbird and butterfly mix. I think that would be really beautiful. Ended up having to come for a cart. I'm having too much fun. These are only $34, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab one. I don't know if this is gonna fit in the car. Our next stop is the thrift store. I need 2 large empty storage bins for the DIY brooder project, and I can usually find them here for like $1 or $2. And I don't make the rules, we gotta do a quick peruse too. You're joking. And it's from Columbus, Ohio. Shut up. That is so cute. Yeah. Oh my gosh. This set is stunning. %, yes. I think I should go get a basket actually. This one also might be really cute for like coffee creamer, and this is handmade in Wyoming. They have have the cutest stuff today. They have the best stuff today.
Oh, that's good. Glad you grabbed it. I'll be back.
Do you want it? So cute. This is so beautiful. Rocking chair. So that would be so sweet in a nursery. This could be perfect for the garden. This could be really cute for some books. Oops, this is not what I was supposed to be shopping for. I should really come to expect this because I do this every time. We never stick to the list. Shut up. This is so pretty. Is this a rocker too? Oh my goodness. Then I figured I'd take a peek through the textiles for any cute fabric for some sewing projects. I kind of love this. Perfect. All I was supposed to be getting was the storage container for the chicken brooder, but we have stumbled across the cutest little spring home decor haul as well, and I'm so excited. I think this calls for a little haul because I found such good stuff and I'm so excited. I love to do a little spring home refresh, and I think these are going to be the perfect pieces to move a few things around. I got the watering can for the garden. This is just so cute, and we only really have a little one, so I feel like this is going to be more useful for our outside plants, and then we can leave the little one inside. I got the cutie little laundry washboard. I've been wanting to do a little bit of a laundry room makeover, and my friend Jen is slowly talking me into peel and stick wallpaper, so I think that's going to be on the spring project list. And I think that the handmade Wyoming marble is probably the star of the show. This is so stunning. This was $6. It even has the boot detail on the front of the shoe. This is going to be such a cute little flower vase. I'm thinking for like the dining room table. They always put the stickers in like the worst spots, but it looks like there's like a cowboy and rider under here as well on this gorgeous little coffee creamer thingy. I think this is going to be so beautiful for our little coffee station. The cutest cookie jar I have literally ever seen. There was no convincing me that I didn't need this. It's the cutest little whiskey barrel. I'm obsessed. This was only $4.99 too, which is a really good price because this is like actually ceramic and in really good shape. I'm running out of room to put things in the kitchen, but our dishwasher did die, so we're actually going to take that out, and then we'll have a lot more storage space, so I'm banking on that. I grabbed this really cute little shelf. I'm not 100% sure what the intention for this is, but I think this would be a really cute spot for some books, and these can serve as like little bookends. And they have the little stars on them. That always reminds me of Texas and makes me think of my family. I found a whole bunch of fabric scraps and some linens to play with my new sewing machine, so that will be a fun spring project. And last but not least is these adorable little clogs. I feel like these are the perfect gardening shoes, and they were $8. And this is why we always do a peruse. I would have missed out on all of these amazing things if I would have just gone straight to the back and got the storage container. Don't worry, I did remember to actually get the storage container. I do sometimes have a bad habit of completely forgetting to buy the one thing I went in for, so I'm proud of myself for that. So I picked up these little biodegradable planter pots, and I'm going to plant all of the herbs, seeds in these. That way we can start growing them in a more controlled environment while we wait for the rest of the ground to thaw. And then once it's a little bit warmer, I can move them outside. Josh built me this really gorgeous 2-tiered herb planter that I'm so excited to use this season. So once I get everything planted, I can just pop these cups right in here along the top, and I'll have a cute little herb garden. Start with cilantro. lots of dill. Fall spring really got me this year, you guys. I was heartbroken to see the snow when I woke up today. I'm really glad that I got my planting and stuff and moved everything inside last night because it's really cold out today, but there's nothing like a good snow day to get some projects done. So I'm thinking we're gonna put together the DIY chicken brooder today. I also was going to switch my closets out, like kind of put some of my heavier coats and stuff away and swap it with some of my spring and summer stuff in my closet, but it might be a little early for that still. But first things first, I have a little bit of work to get done today, so I'll catch up with you guys on my lunch break. Also, before I change into my work clothes for the day, I wanted to show you these cutie little Rodeo PJs. My sister sent me the link to these on Amazon, and it was an immediate order for me. I'll put the link in the description if any of you guys are interested. But they are so comfortable, but I feel like I just get a lot more done in the day if I'm not working in my pajamas. So I'm officially on my lunch break. I just did a little bit of Googling, and for the number of chicks that we're getting, which is 5, the city allows us to have 5 chicks. The brooder only needs to be about 2.5 square feet, and this one is actually much bigger than that, so I don't even have to do the DIY. But as they grow, if I do feel like they need more space, the idea was to cut a hole in the sides of like 2 of these and like duct tape them together so that the chicks can hop from one unit to the other. But when they're little, we need to make sure that they stay close to the food, water, and light so that they stay nice and warm. So I'm just gonna unbox my little brooder kit and see what we're working with here. When I actually go and pick up the chicks next week, I'll need to grab some bedding and some food for them, but that's not anything that I need to have right now. This little kit actually came with a book too with some care instructions, which I think is going to be really helpful since we are first-time chick owners. So this little book says that it has best breeds for beginners, how to choose healthy chicks, introducing them to a flock, which we will not be doing this go around. We're hoping that all 5 of our chicks survive, but that is not always the case, so we may have to get a second round of chicks next year. Boredom busters and healthy tips. So got some reading to do. So it looks like we have a feeder and a waterer, and most importantly, the heat lamp. I know a little bit about chicks from my time working at a farm and ranch store. I actually worked on a chicken live stream for baby chicks, so I have a little bit of experience here. For the lid for the brooder, we'll actually be taking off the lid for the storage container and just putting some chicken wire over the top. And then we're gonna keep them in our guest room or our laundry room just to make sure that they are safe from the dogs.
Yes. The chickens are not your snacks.
All right. So the light is all ready to go, and this will just clamp onto the side of the brooder. Bear's very interested in this project. So these are the feeders and waterers. So these just snap together. This one I believe is water, and then this one is the feeder. This kit also came with a ground feeder, but I think I'm gonna start with these two because this is the style I'm most familiar with. Those are definitely smaller than the ones I have used previously, so I think this is actually gonna work perfect. A lamp, and then obviously this will need to point down. And then food and the water on the other side. So now I just need some bedding and some chickens. Are you so excited? Are you gonna have some little friends? You're not allowed to play with them though because I think you'll eat them. This was pretty easy to set up, and this storage container actually ended up being perfect. And I got it for like $3, so we love that. Okay, so I'm just gonna move this to the guest room, but we are officially ready to be chicken parents. Welcome to the guest room, which is currently just a dumping ground for all of my scrap fabric for sewing and the chicken brooder. But I want to take some time and put away some of my heavier winter pieces. And I brought in my spring and summer bin from the garage and put out some things that I'm going to be grabbing for more in the next couple of weeks. Clearly I have a jacket obsession. This top rack is all mine, and then the bottom is, well, a couple things of Josh's and more mine. Since we live in Idaho, I definitely have gone on a jacket spree because it is cold here really often, and I just can't resist a good jacket, but the collection is getting a little bit out of hand. So stuff like my snow pants and like fleece overalls and stuff, I know I'm just not really going to be grabbing for much anymore. I know it's like absolutely blizzarding today, but it's supposed to be 45 and sunny tomorrow. So we're officially in like false spring, and I think we'll have like a couple of more bouts of winter, but I definitely don't need like 15 jackets out. The closet space in this house is definitely a bit of a struggle, but I also am a very bad ex-minimalist at this point, and I probably have way too much stuff. At some point, I would like this room to be less of a storage room and actually have it as a guest room. I'm trying to be a little bit more conscious about my clothing consumption and slowly whittle down my pieces. But I don't think I have a closet clean out in me today, so we will save that for another day. Christmas sweater, probably don't need that out in the spring. Some of these, like this one, are like lighter jackets that I definitely will still need for the next little bit. Chunkier scarves away. This one's more of like a heavy workwear jacket. Will I ever actually have my life together? The world will never know. Got some more of like my springtime jammies that I can get out. I am big in my jammy era since we've been in the house. These ones I actually thrifted and I'm obsessed with them. They make me feel so fancy. I've got the cutest little robe. I think I thrifted this in one of my recent thrift hauls, but it's got the sweetest little gingham pattern with like butterfly detailing, so I feel like I can swap this with my like big floor length winter robe. I have this orange one too, but I feel like that's more of a fall moment. Get out some of my cute little layering pieces for the spring. You know, honestly, I might as well get the shorts out too. I'm getting too excited, you guys. Some of this is definitely more summer, like more of my summer hiking clothes and stuff. I'll probably put away for a little bit, but like some sweat shorts. And then with all these extra hangers, I can hang up some more of my like summer dress pieces. I try to keep more of like my dressier clothes that I don't grab for as often in here. And then like my everyday wear stuff in the closet in the bedroom. But I have some really gorgeous thrifted rodeo vests that I want to hang up in here. Now here's the part that's usually a struggle, is fitting all the winter stuff in the bin because it's so bulky. Guys, I don't think it's gonna happen. We must trust and believe in ourselves, right? Well, we got some of it in there. So I need to find some kind of other storage container for a couple more things, but this will go out in the garage. And then these will go in the closet in the bedroom, I think. She's a little messy, but I've been staying more organized than I was expecting myself to. I just want to have it all. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hang up the shackets to make room for shorts and blouses. All of my denim I keep in this pile, so I'm gonna add my jean shorts to the mix. Got quite the collection going on here. Sometimes I honestly can't even believe that I used to live in a van, because you would never know. I'm finally done with work for the day, and I'm really trying to convince myself to leave the house. Josh told me that Joann's is having a little liquidation type sale, and I've been wanting to get some patterns and maybe look at a couple fabric options for some things I'd like to sew this spring. So I think that will be the final step in our little spring prep routine. I have a couple of things in mind that I really would love to work on sewing wise this spring. So I want to check out and see what patterns they have, because if you guys watched my last video, your girl definitely needs a pattern. Since I'm first learning, I think that's going to make things a lot easier and make my projects just turn out a little bit better. My winter fashion choices are definitely questionable. Oh no, they're like sold out of everything already. I've been loving this kind of like milkmaid style top on Pinterest. That could be fun. This little corset style top could be really cute. I'm kind of just trying to stock up while I can. Oh damn. I'm a little overwhelmed by how many choices there are. You guys, I have never seen Joann's that busy. Apparently going out of business is very good for business. I also feel like their sale wasn't as good as I was hoping it was going to be, so I didn't get a lot of fabric, but I did stock up on patterns. All of the fabric was only 20% off, so I only got two. I picked up this really beautiful white fabric. Like I said in the store, I've been really loving that kind of gingham, milkmaid, like puffy style top. So I thought this type of fabric would be really good for that kind of project. And then I've also really been wanting to make Josh and I matching camo 4-point beanies for when we go snowboarding. So I got some camo fleece as well. This was definitely an impulse buy, but they were 40% off these really beautiful floral taper candles. I have a bunch of vintage taper candle holders around the house, so I'm always grabbing those when I see a good deal. And then I grabbed quite a few patterns, so I should be set for a lot of projects to keep me busy through the rest of fake spring. I thought the sleeves on this top were so cute, and I always am seeing people kind of alter the designs of patterns to customize them a little bit, so I thought this one would be like a really good base that we could play with. Same thing with this one. I adore this neckline, but I feel like if I alter the shape of the bottom of the shirt, it will be so much cuter. I'm excited about this one. I love this style of top. It's just so comfy, and I really want to learn how to do a neckline like this, so I thought this one would be a really good way to learn. And then it also has some options with these adorable little sleeves that I think would be stunning in that white fabric I picked up. I've also been loving the corset style dress, and this one can be short or long, so I thought this pattern would be really fun to play with. And then these two are also kind of corset style tops. This pattern actually does have like your traditional corset style back, and I think this will be really cute in like a plaid pattern. I thought the scoop on the front of this was really cute, and then this one is more of your like traditional corset. We'll definitely be making up some fun tops for this summer. And then these last two are more like crafty projects, but I thought this would be really fun to make some bags to store all my sewing stuff. I looked at the sewing like storage containers at Joann's and they were like $50 even on sale. So we're just gonna make some little pouches to keep all my stuff in, and I thought that would be a fun way to learn to work with zippers a little bit better. And I love a good vintage apron, so I thought this would be really, really fun to make some really sweet stuff for the kitchen. So those are the patterns that I got. Then the last couple things I grabbed were just some more thread, a couple of zippers, and a couple different sizes of elastics because I know I'm going to run into projects where I'm going to need that kind of stuff. So I figured since everything was 10 to 40% off, I should just grab those now. But I think I am officially prepped and ready for spring. If the weather could get on board now, that would be great. But I'm really excited to dive into all of our projects that we've got coming up. We're bringing home our chickens next week, and I have a ton of sewing to do. So if you haven't yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next week.